Now, your defending AFC East champion, Buffalo Bills.
On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. These guys need to play with a better sense of urgency, trying to avoid a daunting 0-3 hole to start the year. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
46 yards on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finally there to get his team to a Super Bowl.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 11 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at 7. Allen off the play fake. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Allen going to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Throwing now is Allen. Then complete, right side to Cook. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Dalton Kincaid from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
First down.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it?
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 3 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch, and the score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dolphins.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Here's 3rd and 3.
43-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Matt Milano on the tackle. 2 yards on
In motion, Hill.
2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Tua going to give this to Wright.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Allen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Bills.
Here's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
to the air. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
5-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things go wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. That one complete to Hill. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
brings up second.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Good for Bills. First down. First and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Cook up the gut. Works his way inside the 30 and the pick up the 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
For the Bills field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Dancing away at the 35. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So on fourth down, the Dolphins turn to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Here's Horton.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10.
James Cook running back out now.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or before a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session,
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, it takes a little too long to develop. You got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. On the handoff, it's Madison. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Tua. Flushed out right. Tua hit, and the ball is out. One of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And now out come the Bills. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
Trying to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Allen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Allen going to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Bill.
Throwing now is Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They run the counter with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore.
11 more yards. That's another Bills. First down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Buffalo Bills.
Allen now looks to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Looking to throw. Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. From midfield, here's Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And the Bills first down.
Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Oh, he's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the Bills are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
Bills first down. First down and goal to go.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked through an opening, and there he goes. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for James Cook.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
It's a slant to Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Miami. Pulled in at the 24. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They'll try the middle with Cook. Gets past 1 man.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 74 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They go again with Davis. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call.
Josh Palmer, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Here is Wisnowski to put it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Tua going to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Joey Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 5.
To the air, Allen. And he fires one incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5.
Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Davis will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Room past the 35.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Tua.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 2 yards.
Tua sets up to pass it. And swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Dolphins.
A give, running right, Achane.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
They hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call,
but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The home team's offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Tough spot here. Third down and 11.
Makes it third and 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Miami set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
2 and a throw again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They need 2. Here's third down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Buffalo, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.